Hey guys, welcome to the podcast. This is the first episode, and I'm really excited to welcome you all to listen and do listen this podcast till the end. And we will be talking about today the ancient culture and how we have outgrown our culture. So, if you look at your dadi, your nannies, how they used to live and how they used to carry themselves around, if you look at their routine, if you look at the time they eat, if you look at how long they used to sleep and what they used to do, and you will be able to connect all the dots that we are doing nowadays. See, if you see your dadi, they used to wake up early in the morning, water the plants, or do some household chores, either sweeping around or wiping some things or chanting the name of God or whatever. Then they used to take bath and go to temple, meditate, do some pratikaman or samayakam jain. So my dadi used to do this and then come home, sit and eat breakfast. They used to sit on ground and have their breakfast and not on table and chairs. Yes. And then during the lunch, they used to pray before eating the breakfast or lunch. Any meal, they used to pray. They used to give all the gratitudes to the food. And also, they used to share. They used to keep aside that one piece of roti, chapati, whatever they are having, aside for an animal or bird, whoever can come. And then they used to have their meals early before sunset. And if you see, as a dietitian, we all are suggesting all those things. We are suggesting you guys to have your meals early, not to go bed too late, wake up early, exercise. Now, if you see with exercise part, your dadi is wiping house or sweeping around, so that's also a form of exercise. Then she's meditating in the temple, she is giving the gratitude to food, so her thoughts are also nutritious, and all the food that was made was all natural, not the packaged atta. They used to in fact grind their own atta at homes using chakkis. Then they used to then they pay gratitude to the food that we are doing. We are saying you to give the positive energy, to get the positive energy from the food. Don't think that food is just for nutrition, it is for your body to work. We say that, right? And that's your dadi nani used to do. And we tell you guys to sit on the ground and eat, and to do yoga asanas, to do vajrasanas after you eat. So that's all the things that you see from our ancient culture, and now these are the things that we are again going back to the point zero, I would say, because we are so modernized these days that we have forgotten all these things. We wake up late in the morning, so we are very much cranky in the morning. We need our morning bedtime bed tea or morning coffee in the bed, which was not the thing earlier. The thing was, they earlier people used to go to the cow, milk the cow, and then have their tea in the morning, which was also kind of, the milk that we get from the cow has more good bacteria than the milk that we get in the packets, because it is processed, and the milk that used to come earlier from the tabela is like the more natural unprocessed milk. In fact, you will not be surprised to know that for weight loss also one research was conducted. The group that was drinking the full fat milk lost significant amount of weight than the group that was drinking low fat milk. That's because the full fat milk increases your satiety, and you are not increases your satiety, so you will not be hungry in some times after. And the group that was drinking low fat milk is not so providing so much satiety, so they used to eat again. So that's what the reason. And also in your gut it works as a wonder because it has got a lot of good bacteria. Now coming to the point again, So see how we have changed from our traditions. We have so westernized it. Our body is not made to digest so much of maida that we are putting in. It is not made to handle so much of stress that we are taking. It is not made to handle so much of pressure, so much of indiscipline around. It is made to get disciplined again. It is made to handle all the gratitude. It is made to handle the love and care that you can give. If you see the ancient culture, also, if you see in olden days, our atta, the gehu, used to go to the chakkis to get a maiden flour, and nowadays we just go to the shopping mall and buy like a 5 kg atta or 10 kg packet of atta. And if you read the nutrition label of that atta, you will find that there is so much of refined flour in it again. And we are consuming that atta in the name of healthy, like it is whole grain, but it is not. If you see our breakfast, earlier there was hand pound dalia that was consumed. Nowadays we are having toast for our breakfast. If you also compare the amount of disease that have come in the picture nowadays, is like a zillion times more than what they had in olden times. Because of our eating habits, how we've grown so much from our culture that we have forgotten our roots. Like if you see earlier, there was not the case of so much of non-communicable disease that are coming now. Earlier there was no gluten intolerance, there was no lactose intolerance for that matter, and people did not restrict themselves from any food group. Nowadays there is keto diet, there is Atkins diet, there is Plana Dimkana, low carb diet, high carb diet, whatever. There are so many diets, right? And earlier people used to have everything and anything. In fact, from the more like from the era of Stone Age period and everything, if you will see, earlier people used to divide their food as edible and inedible foods. Then came the inedible food may, then came the animal product and plant product, what we have to consume, what we don't have to consume. Then slowly and gradually, as the Stone Age kind of grew, as we evolved, then came the definition of these foods are that, these foods are like, these foods are making you fat, so you should not consume them. These foods are making you more healthy, these foods are giving you more energy. Then some scientists coined the word of carbohydrate, fats, and proteins, and then came vitamins and minerals. So, I'm not saying that these things are wrong, but if you compare these things from the earlier, the Stone Age period, people in Stone Age period were also very healthy. So, the conclusion of this so long speech is that you should not differentiate between your food. You should take your food as a part, as that you're feeding your body, you're feeding your soul. Food is not just something which is providing you carbohydrate, fats, and protein. Food is also a kind of feeling that you are getting from somebody. Food is also a way of thanking everybody. Food is also a way of showing your love. Like if your loved one is preparing food, you will definitely eat it more joyfully. So, food is not the one place, or that a dining table is not one place to show your anger. So, take your food very sincerely and not very angrily. Take your food very politely. You and don't mess on any food group just because it is not healthy, because no food group is unhealthy. Every food group is equally important for your body. Do not ignore any thing saying that this is not healthy. Excess of, yes, excess of anything will is not healthy. Excess of anything will make you either fat or diseased, whatever. And don't forget your roots. Don't go on so much westernization that you are risking your health. Be on ground, be grounded, and don't forget what your dadis and nannies used to do. Always observe them, ask the meaning of everything, ask why it is done, and sometimes also think that they used to do this and this is now my dietitians have suggested. It's the same thing. We also suggest what is good for your body and what we have learned from the ancient times. And enjoy your food, pay your gratitude to food, the one who has cooked it. And yes, thank you so much for watching it till the end. Hope you like the video, and do share it with your friends and family, and follow for more. Thank you so much.